Hey YouTube, it's Jamie. I'm here today to show you how to do this quick, easy makeup tutorial. This is something I would do if I'm in a hurry on the weekend, if I'm going to work, if I just want a quick look that I can pull together very easily. This is my go-to. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. I'll show you how to achieve this look. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, share, shoot up a flare, write your grandma. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy. All right, I'm gonna get started with the ABH Luminous Foundation. I'm gonna take about 2 pumps of that on the back of my hand. With the Morphe G36 brush, we're gonna spread that out over here. And then you're gonna start where you need the most coverage. For me, that's gonna be on my nose. It gets very red. Probably some sun damage. I have already primed with moisturizer and sunscreen. And just lightly spread that across the face, out towards the edges. Don't forget to buff it down your neck. You don't want any crazy lines. Up to your ears. I've already filled my eyebrows. It's a little bit boring, but if anybody ever wanted to see how to do that, just let me know. All right, well, I've got that done. I'm going to go in with my, what am I gonna do next? Okay. Let's do this. All right, I'm gonna go in with the Fuego highlighter, the Desi and Katie collaboration with Dose of Colors on this Morphe brush, and just lightly hit the high points. If you have a lot of texture on your skin, you don't really want to do this. You might want to do something a little less shimmery. Otherwise that can accentuate the texture. So we'll lightly do this. I'm gonna take the sponge, hit the nose one time. Let me get a little close-up look here. I'm gonna actually go back in with a little bit more coverage on the nose. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer in Light 40N. So I'm just gonna take that on the back of my hand, then take this Morphe sponge, go under the eyes and the nose. I love this Morphe sponge. It has the straight edge, it has the corner, so you can get up underneath the eyes really well. I'm gonna take the rest of the foundation and concealer. It's on the back of my hand. And lightly touch my nose up. And then I don't really use eyeshadow primer. I use, scratch that. I don't really use eye primer. I use concealer as my primer. So I'm gonna hit that on the lids. Just a little bit here, a little bit here. Blend it out with the sponge. I have a lot of discoloration on my eyelids, so that's kind of why I like using concealer as opposed to like a primer. All right. Okay, and so next I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. I love the Hourglass Nude Bronze Light on this very old Real Techniques brush. It just very lightly deposits the color, and I start more towards the outside, circle it in. You don't want to go too low. I'm gonna lightly contour with it, but you don't want to drag it down because it'll make it look like you have a beard. buff, build it in, hit the forehead, the little color. Make sure that is even. Take whatever's left, go underneath the jawline. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that bronzer and just a crease brush and put that in the socket of my eyelid. You don't even really need an eyeshadow palette. You can do this with just your bronzer. Keep it really easy. Just go in the crease, just for a little bit of definition. Keeps it very natural, easy, on the go. You can do this in just a few minutes if you're not too picky like I am. I don't think I can do my makeup quickly, but if I am trying to get out the door, this is kind of my go-to. And then you could just go back with the highlighter on your lid. And I think what I'm gonna do is actually use this ColourPop Dream Street palette and take this rose color with just my finger. I always just apply the shimmers with a finger. Don't use a brush. I feel like this just works just as well, if not better. And I'm gonna just start at the lash line on the lid and slowly build it up. I take the center just a little bit higher because my eyes are hooded, but that's just a personal preference. Take a little bit more. Start on the other lid. Just smooth that out. Take them back up a little bit higher on the center. Go back in with this brush and bronzer just to make sure everything blends out really nicely. If you wanted to, you could do some eyeliner, or some people like to wear winged liner every day. That's definitely not what my everyday looks like. I definitely prefer more of a soft kind of look. I was gonna do mascara, but it's not time for you yet. I'm gonna go into my blush, and this is also a ColourPop item. The shade is Why Hello, and it's just like a rosy matte color. I'm gonna just take that, the tops of the cheeks. Just build it up. Alright, let me get a close up here and see how everything's looking. I'm so blind, it's like really hard for me to see that far away. I really didn't think about that previous to doing this. I'm gonna take some of the Becca light to medium under eye brightening corrector. And this is my absolute everyday under eye go-to. It makes my under eyes look dewy, moist, not like an old lady. Which is what I'm going for because my under eyes have aged quite a bit, and I don't like setting it with powder. And this I can just very lightly take right up to the under eye. And I first take it out of the pot and put it on the back of my hand, kind of warm it up. And I feel like it just applies best with the finger like this. I'll take a little bit more on this side. Blend it up. Again, I don't typically set this, and I like the way that it looks more than if I had. If it creases a little bit, which this one really doesn't, but if it did, I would just rub it out with my finger in the middle of the day, because I don't touch up my makeup in the middle of the day. I don't know who does that. Not me. I'm gonna take some of the highlight into the inner corner of the eye and just brighten that up just a little bit. finish this up. Okay. And on the everyday, I'll just take a lip liner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat and Pillow Talk. It's really hard to say. And I'll usually just top that with, oh, there's some glitter here. Where did all this glitter come from? There's glitter all over everything. Okay, and so next, I'm not gonna wear any lipstick. You could wear lipstick or lip gloss or chapstick. I don't wanna have to reset anything. I'm really busy on the everyday at my job. I'll put a little on for this, but. I love this stuff. It's the setting mist. And then I use this bougie fan and dry my face off. This was the best purchase of 2019. I had one of those hand fans and it broke. And that was a really sad day. And this is rechargeable. It's on Amazon and I highly recommend it. I cannot live without this setting spray. It really helps everything meld together. It doesn't make your face look cakey. It just gives it a really nice finish. And then the very last thing is mascara. You want to do that after you do the setting spray because it can transfer if it's wet. I don't do it on the bottom lashes on the day-to-day. I have really long bottom lashes and sometimes it makes me look like a raccoon. At work, it can make me look more tired and there's already fluorescent lighting in there. It's not good lighting, so I'm not trying to look worse. I'm trying to look better and it's long 10-hour days. So this is definitely, you know, for the longevity of it. All right, and this is kind of the finish. All right, so this is a finished look. This is just a very quick, easy go-to for me if I'm running out the door, if it's the weekend. If I'm going to work, I don't have time to touch up. I would never do touch up in the middle of the day. I just want something really simple, easy. You can utilize these products to work for multiple things, such as the highlighter and the bronzer, and I love that. So thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.